7. Animal Kingdom. Children, the 7th lesson in the course book is Animal Kingdom. And now we will do the workbook part for this lesson, Animal Kingdom. Under exercise time, the first bit here is tick the correct answer. Here we have 3 incomplete sentences. We have to choose the correct answer from these given 4 options as the correct answer for this incomplete sentence. And we have to put the tick mark in the given box here beside the correct answer. 1. It is a herbivore. The options here are A. Cow, B. Tiger, C. Wolf, D. Lion. And the correct answer here is option A. Cow. Cow is a herbivore. We will put the tick mark here for option A. Cow is a herbivore. 2. It is a scavenger. The options are A. Hyena, B. Crocodile, C. Zebra, D. Rabbit. And here the correct answer is option A. Hyena. We will put the tick mark here for option A. Hyena. Hyena is a scavenger. 3. This animal sucks blood of other animals. The options are A. Butterfly, B. Tiger, C. Leech, D. Ant. And the correct answer here is leech, option C. We will put a tick mark here for option C, that is leech. Leech sucks blood of other animals. So this is about the first bit. Tick the correct answer. It is a herbivore. The answer is cow. Cow is a herbivore. It is a scavenger. Answer is hyena. Hyena is a scavenger. This animal sucks blood of other animals. The answer is leech. Leech sucks blood of other animals. Now we completed the first bit. We will move to the second bit. The second bit is tick the true and cross the false statements. Children, here we have 5 statements. We have to identify the true statements and put a tick mark, and for the false statements we have to put the cross mark in the given boxes here beside the sentences. 1. Dog is a big animal. This is a false statement. We will put the cross mark. 2. Fish have a streamlined body. Yes, this is a true statement. We will put the tick mark, that is correct mark, for this second sentence. 3. A dog uses its tail in different ways. Yes, this is also a true statement. We will put the tick mark. 4. Zebra is an omnivore animal. No, this is a false statement. Zebra is not an omnivore animal. So this sentence is false. We will put the cross mark here for the fourth bit. Fourth sentence is a false statement. 5. We should not kill animals for pleasure. Yes, this is a true statement. We will put a tick mark here. So dog is a big animal. False. Fish have a streamlined body. True. A dog uses its tail in different ways. True. Zebra is an omnivore animal. False. We should not kill animals for pleasure. True. So this is about the second bit. Tick the true and cross the false statements. Now we will move to the next bit. The third bit under exercise time is fill in the blanks with the words given in the box. Here a box is given with the words in them. Now we have to fill in these blanks in the sentences with these given words. We have to choose the correct words and fill in these blanks to make a complete statement or a sentence. Now the words here are elongated, peacock, wings, 4, 6. Now we will fill in these words in the correct sentences and fill in the blanks. 1. A dash uses its tail to dance. And here the answer is peacock. A peacock uses its tail to dance. 2. Worms and snakes have dash bodies. And the correct word here is elongated. Worms and snakes have elongated bodies. 3. Most land animals have dash legs. And the correct word here is 4. Most land animals have 4 legs. 4. Insects have dash legs. And the correct word here is 6. Insects have 6 legs. 5. Birds have dash to fly. And the word here is wings. Birds have wings to fly. Now we have completed these sentences with the words given in the box. A peacock uses its tail to dance. Worms and snakes have elongated bodies. Most land animals have 4 legs. Insects have 6 legs. Birds have wings to fly. So children, this is about the third bit under exercise time. Now we will move to the next bit. The fourth bit under exercise time is match the following. Here we have column A and column B. We have to match the words in column A with that of the matching words in column B. The words given in column A are ant, rhinoceros, hyena, frog, squirrel. And in column B, the words are big animal, long and sticky tongue, sharp front teeth, scavenger, very small animal. Now we will match these words with that of column B. 1. Ant. Ant we will match with very small animal. Ant is a small animal, so we will match ant with very small animal. 2. Rhinoceros we will match with big animal because rhinoceros is a big animal. 3. Hyena. Hyena is a scavenger, so we will match hyena with scavenger. 4. Frog. Frog has a long and sticky tongue. We will match frog with long and sticky tongue. 5. Squirrel. Squirrel has sharp front teeth. So we will match squirrel with sharp front teeth. So now we have completed the matching of column A words with that of column B words. Ant, very small animal. Rhinoceros, big animal. Hyena, scavenger. Frog, long and sticky tongue. Squirrel, sharp front teeth. So children, this is about the fourth bit, match the following. Now we will move to the next bit. 5. The next bit under exercise time is answer the following questions. Here some questions are given. We will read the questions and write the answers for these questions. 1. Name some very big animals. The answer for this question is blue whale, elephant and ostrich are some big animals. 2. What does chewing the cud mean? The answer for this is chewing the cud is the process of swallowing the food without chewing and later bringing it back to the mouth and chewing. 3. What are herbivorous animals? Give 2 examples. The answer for this question is animals which eat only plants are called herbivores. Examples are cows, horses, elephants and goats. So children, these are the answers for the first, second and third questions. You can write these answers in your workbook. Now we will move to the next question. 4. How do different animals use their tails? The answer is fish uses its tail fin for swimming and changing the direction. A monkey uses its tail to swing from one branch to another. Cows and buffaloes use their tails to fly away birds and insects that sit on them. 5. Give examples of the following. Here we have to write 2 examples for each of herbivores, carnivores, omnivores and scavengers. So first we will write for herbivores. What are the examples? Cow and buffalo are herbivores. Next, carnivores. Lion, tiger. Lion and tiger are carnivores. Omnivores. Bear, fox. Bear and fox are omnivores. Scavengers. Hyena, vulture. Hyena and vulture are the examples for scavengers. 6. What are carnivores? Give 2 examples. And the answer for this question is animals which eat flesh of other animals are called carnivores. And the examples are lion and tiger. So these are the answers for 4, 5 and 6 questions. You can write these answers in the workbook. Now we will move to the next section. The next section here is hots. How do scavengers help to keep the forest clean? Here the question given is how do scavengers help to keep the forest clean? Scavengers help the forest to be clean by eating out all the waste matter, cleaning the dead and decaying things. So thus scavengers help the forest to be clean by eating out the waste matter, the dead and decaying animals and cleaning the dead and decaying things. Thus the scavengers help to keep the forest clean. This is about the hots section under exercise time. Now we will move to the next section. Value based questions. Children, the next section under exercise time is value based questions. A. Animals are very useful to us. The decrease in the number of animals affect the ecological balance of the environment. Do you think so? Why? Here the decrease in number of animals decreases the ecological balance. Do you think so? Why? Some animals help to bring out the nutrients while others help in decomposition. Thus, decrease in their number affects ecological balance. So, children, some animals bring out the nutrients while others help in decomposition. When the number of these animals decreases, it affects the ecological balance. B. Earthworms are called farmer's friend. Why? Earthworms loosen the soil by burrowing deep into it. Earthworm consumes all biodegradable materials and converts it into rich manure. Yes, earthworms are farmer's friend. Why? Because they loosen the soil by burrowing deep into it. And earthworm consumes all biodegradable materials and converts it into rich manure for the soil, so we can grow the plants. This is about the value based questions. And now we will move to the next section. The next section here is home assignment / project. What is the project / home assignment given here? Visit to a zoo and see different types of animals there and also see their eating habits. Children, visit a zoo and see the different types of animals and also you can see that they have different types of eating habits. Different types of animals have different eating habits. You can observe this pattern if you visit a zoo and observe the animals. So this is about the home assignment / project under the lesson Animal Kingdom. And with this we completed the workbook part for the lesson Animal Kingdom.